here? Oh, that side on. Hello, hello. We are talking about Facebook Live today. It's Helen here from helenmartinonline.com, and I'm playing with filters to show you the power of Facebook Live and all the different silly things that it can do. So Harley, stop chewing my fingers and we'll go through a few more. Hang on, Harley. Hey. What do we got here? Oh, that didn't change. Ooh. Lots of Helens. I don't know if we want lots of Helens. So let's keep moving. Oops, Harley, that's really difficult. Can we do... Let's go sleepies. Sleepies. What about... Oh, no. We don't like that one. Oh, flew a few flags. That's all right. What do we got here? Oh. That's a weird one. One more. What do we got here? Oh, robots. Very interesting. Okay, time to get rid of Facebook filters. Okay, how are we? Hello, Leslie, how are you? Hello, Rob, how are you? I do have Harley with me today, and he's very feisty. Hello, Pratika. Did I pronounce that correctly? I apologize if I did not. It's Helen and Harley here. Harley's just going nuts on me. But I am here to actually talk to you today about Facebook Live. If you are here with me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. If you're watching the replay, please put the word replay down below so I can give you a shout out after. If you are new to me, please put the word new down below so I can give you a special shout out for joining us for the first time. What I do is help home-based business owners bring their business online, and I teach things like social media marketing, social media branding, how do you find leads online, how do you deal with things like Facebook Live, and once a week I jump on and talk about something to do with personal development or mindset or just helping you be a better version of you, because that's a huge part of the equation in having a successful business. Harley is going nuts. Hey, Kath, how are you? Okay, now he's caught on my ring. All right, can we settle this little monkey down? Can we? Yeah. Okay, we're quiet now, Harley. So do you really need to do Facebook Lives? Do you have to do them? Are they important to your business? Hey, Kamal, how are you? Lovely to see you live. Do they matter? Is it something that you need to do? Oh, he's really biting my fingers now. What do you think? You guys that are on live. Hey. That's not nice. Not nice. What do you think? Yes or no? Do you need to do Facebook Lives? Should you be doing Facebook Lives? Yes or no? Rob is saying yes. Anybody else for a yes? Leslie's saying yes. Anybody else for a yes? Should we be doing Facebook Lives? So I'm going to be talking today about whether you should be doing them, shouldn't be doing them, all that kind of stuff. Then the next ongoing days, Catherine said yes, definitely. Hey, Patricia, lovely to see you on live. The next few days, I'm going to talk about different elements of Facebook Live. Like if you've still got a massive fear around Facebook Live, I want to give you some tips to sort of help you with that. But we need to tackle first, should we be doing them? So, at the end of the day, the answer to that is actually no. Chill, Harley. You don't have to do anything. You actually don't have to do anything. But should you be doing them? I guess I would have asked the question, how slowly do you want to build your business? Or do you want to speed it up and have more traction and interaction and engagement? And I'm not sure if I'm going to last with Harley in this kind of mood. Do you want to stay here with me and say hello to everybody and be nice, or are you going to be a little monkey? I think you're going to be a little monkey. So just chill for me. So if you want to build your business slowly, take it easy, those kind of things, don't do Facebook Live. If you want to speed up your business, if you want to make an impact, if you want to grow a following really fast, do Facebook Lives. So that's probably a no-brainer. It's probably what you would all expect me to say. But look, at the end of the day, none of us have to do anything. So if you really don't want to do Facebook Live, don't, but your business will suffer for it. It's one of the scariest things for people to do with building a business online. People get very fearful of doing it. People don't like looking at themselves in the camera. People get very self-aware and self-conscious on camera. Suddenly when we're pointing a camera at us, and particularly going live, you can't take back sort of what happens. Although, you know, you've got a little bit of a safety net, because when you do a Facebook Live, if it's really, really that bad, you've got two options when you press the end button for your Facebook Live. You can post it or delete it. So if it's really that bad, you can actually delete it. But I would encourage you, any of you that are building a business online, even trying to elevate your profile, and particularly if you're in a home-based business, entrepreneur, you're trying to you know, create some authority, intrigue, you know, and credibility for yourself, do Facebook Lives. Even, you know, on a personal Facebook page, you don't have to do lives about anything in particular. You can jump on for a few seconds, you know, a minute, and just, you know, let people know what you're up to, where you are. Hey, I just wanted to show you this beach. It's amazing. You know, what a beautiful day it is. You know, hope you're all having an awesome day. Practice that way. Just be you, be authentically you on a Facebook Live. Where people get all caught up with Facebook Lives is, I don't know what to say. I'm going to look like an idiot. I need to have a full face of makeup. You know, I have to look right. My hair has to be right. You know, or I've got something on I've got a blemish on my face today. I can't go live. Like, people get really caught up in what they look like, what they sound like, what they're saying. And it's really all about ego. So when we're caught up in all of that kind of stuff, it's all our own ego about what we look like, what we're saying, whether we're going to look like an idiot. That's why a lot of people get very fearful of Facebook Lives, is because of just, you know, the stuff that surrounds us in our own self-confidence, self-awareness, self-image. And, you know, majority of people, sorry, got an alert there. Majority of people don't walk around being overly confident. Majority of people have doubts about themselves, you know, lack of self-belief, those kind of things. So that's the kind of stuff that will hold you back, which, you know, is all really attached to ego on how you look. Leslie, since I've been doing mine, they have started to get longer, and tonight mine lasted 15 minutes, which was the longest so far, and I was quite surprised. I did not feel like it was on that long. So that you must be in the flow now, Leslie. The only way to get better at it is to actually do more of it. The hardest part is starting. Like anything in life, the hardest part is often starting. Facebook Lives is no different. But should you be doing them? Absolutely. And Leslie's just said there, she did one last night that it's lasted 15 minutes, so she's talked longer, it didn't feel like it, and it obviously flowed a lot better for her. Rob, I've seen some real bad lives, and they've had so many views. And, you know, fabulous point there, Rob. Because why don't people do Facebook Lives? Why don't they press that live button? Is because the ego thing. They're worried about, you know, what they're going to talk about. But they think they need to be perfect. Hey, Karen, how are you? People, Harley. Seriously, that really, really hurt. Ow, he did it again. No. That's not nice. Not nice. Play nicely, please. So, you know, and I did this in the beginning too. I thought, well, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I've got to come across as if I do. So some of you may have heard this before. So I would write notes, like detailed notes, what I was going to say. Then I would try and memorize those notes, because I thought, I can't use notes on a Facebook Live. That will make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I have to talk fluently. So then I'd try to memorize the notes, and then I'd try to sort of remember. And so I'd rehearse the notes. And seriously, it was taking me, you know, 2 hours, if not more, to research my topic, write it all out, practice what I was going to say, because I didn't want to look like an idiot. And I remember saying to my husband, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm spending hours on like a 10-minute preparation for a 10-minute Facebook Live. So I was putting way too much pressure on myself. Who has done the same? please, put the little emoji of the hand up, or just say yes if you've done the same. Karen, laugh out loud. Yeah, that bloody ego. Yeah, exactly. I'm like a deer in the headlights. Isn't it funny? As soon as we press record, it's like, we go into this let's talk really unnaturally type mode, and we start talking like a robot, and we've got our notes written down below, and we try not to look down and look up that we're saying, that kind of thing is really unnatural. It's not genuine, and people see right through it. So when you relax and just talk to a friend on the other side of the camera, and just know that people actually connect with you quicker when you are genuinely more authentic and you stuff up. No one's life is perfect, ever. Yet we put all this pressure on ourselves to be perfect on a Facebook Live. Yet perfect isn't reality. People actually don't connect with perfect. People that are perfect just don't seem real. And they're at a huge distance away from us because we're not perfect, so we could never be that. So that's just way out in the distance, and people can't connect with that. When you're genuine, you say to people, I have notes. So I've got a few notes. Actually, you'll laugh at this. I've got my notes written out today, just some bullet points. They're attached by sticky tape to my phone. So I've got my phone in my holder, and I've got some notes stuck on the end of my phone there. And I've got some notes stuck on my end of the phone there because I'm holding this little rat bag. Otherwise, I'd be holding my notes. And, I often say to people, I've got notes with me here today. I've got, sometimes I go off tangent, but I've got some really valuable content here today. And I just want to make sure that I don't miss any of the goods. So, I'm just going to keep them here to keep me on track. Like, you just make it real and authentic. Karen, oh my God, yes, I've certainly spent hours preparing. Yeah, and it gets easier. And you've got to be very aware that when you do anything for the first time, it's going to take you longer, but it's not always going to be like that. You'll relax into it. You'll relax into your personality. You'll talk to your phone like you're talking to a friend, and you'll end up with a few bullet points rather than scripting things out. Leslie, I just tell people that I have notes, and I'll be looking at them because I want to make sure I don't, you're saying exactly what I just said. So don't miss some of the important detail of what I want to share with them. Perfect, Leslie. That's exactly right. And there's nothing wrong with that. People don't care really what you look like. It's what's coming out your mouth. If you've got something valuable to say and you say it genuinely, and you're not sitting there going, people see straight through it. So why should you be doing Facebook Lives? Because people, ultimately, if you're doing this because you have a business and you want to elevate your profile on social media, you want to grow your business on social media, people will buy things from people they know, like, and trust. Correct? If you're hearing me there, just put the word correct down below. So how do people get to know, like, and trust you? When your Facebook feed is full of positive quotes, blog posts, captions, sharing YouTube clips, sharing other people's content, where are you? People can't connect with that. There might be some valuable information there. There might be something that they resonate with, but how do they get to know you? How do they get to trust you? The only way someone's really going to get to know, like, and trust you on something like social media, where you are on, majority of you are on the other side of the world to me. How do you get to know me? Through Facebook Lives. There's some of you that I've got to know sort of quite well, and we've never ever met. But the power of Facebook Live, like, I don't know if you appreciate the power of Facebook Live for your business, your credibility, your authority, getting to people to know, like, and trust you, making connections and building relationships with people. That's what business is all about. It's not about being showy. It's not about having flashy photographs of all the wonderful things you're doing. It's speaking to people. It's building relationships. It's letting people know that you care. You can deliver all of that through Facebook Lives. There is no other way that you can really communicate that to people effectively in the cold market, other than through Facebook Lives. Rob, even if you're sitting on the toilet, I have to tell this story. in my branding course, we run through, how you set up a page and, all that kind of stuff. And one of the things we talk about it is a welcome video. So just putting a welcome video on your page about who you are, sort of what you're about, and your bit of your story and what you're there to help people with. So I was on a review call with the people in my course last week, and I actually didn't pick it up. Somebody else in the course picked it up, but I'm watching this welcome video, and it was something about the lighting or the positioning or something, and it was in a bathroom, and the person was actually, I'm not going to name the person. If you hop on or you watch the replay, you know who you are. They were actually sitting on the toilet doing their welcome video. You can do, Facebook Live sort of from anywhere, and that's the beauty of it. But it's interesting to people, but it gets people sort of to connect with you. Now, when we're on social media, let's drill down here. Social media, you can attract lots of people to you, especially if you know how to build the page and do a likes campaign and get people, pre-qualified people to your page, all the stuff I do in my branding course, that effectively they are the cold market to you. So people don't really know you. They might come across your page, but they don't really know who you are. So like I was just saying before, you could have positive quotes, sharing out blog posts, sharing an inspirational video from a YouTube clip. You might have great sort of content on there, but if you're not on there, if you're not doing Facebook Lives, how does anyone get to connect or build a relationship with you? So this is the power of Facebook Live. So for any of you guys out there that are building particularly a business page, but you're not doing Facebook Lives, there is a huge part of your business there that is missing. So I know, and in like tomorrow, I'm going to go into some strategies for you to help you do them. So if you're one of these nervous ones that hasn't hit the live button yet, or you've done a couple and got scared because it was so bad that you haven't been brave enough to jump on again, I just want to give you some tips and strategies as to how to really coordinate a Facebook Live, how to make it easier for yourself, and just so you just sort of jump on and do it. But a bit of structure to it, so you're not just pushing the live button and going, I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't really know how to structure it. I don't really know how to start it. I don't really know how to sign off on it. I don't really know how long I should be talking for, all that kind of stuff. So I'll share all of sort of those details with you tomorrow. But really the power of the Facebook Live is what you need to realize. Organic reach, for one. So Facebook Live is Facebook's organic native video platform. So don't cop out and upload videos, do a video on your phone and then upload it to your page instead of doing a Facebook Live, because you just won't get the reach. The fastest, and more widespread reach that you'll get is by doing sort of Facebook Lives. So with the live being Facebook's own video platform, it favors that over any other type of content. So you could be doing quotes and blogs and status updates and asking a question and uploaded videos and stuff like that, but you will never get as much organic reach as you will from a Facebook Live. Now, you will get larger organic reach from a personal Facebook page than a business page. I don't know if any of you have noticed that, if you've done a Facebook Live on your personal page and you're doing Facebook Lives on a business page, if you've got one, and it's like, wow, I got 3-4 times my views on a personal page. That's because they're your family and your friends, and they all want to know what you're up to. And so that organic reach and that connection is already there. You may not have that kind of connection, when you're first starting out a business page. So you're not going to get the same kind of reach until you have been showing up for a long time and taking consistent action, and people know what value you're going to bring on an ongoing basis and what you're going to talk about, and they've worked out that you can be valuable and helpful to them. That's when, things will really take off, but you've got to give it time. So where some people stop before they start is they do a couple of Facebook Lives, they only got a handful of views, and they're like, oh, I only got 5 views, I failed. So I'm not doing that again. Secret to success, consistent action. You keep showing up, the views will grow. So when you first start doing them, no one might show up, and you might get a handful of people on a replay. Awesome, it's a start. You've done it. Rob, if you're nervous, you're better to sit. Is that what you're saying, Rob? I think that's what you're saying. If somebody's nervous, that they're better to sit rather than stand. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, Rob. So just elaborate on that for me. The other thing, so reach, engagement. So positive quotes and stuff like that. Yeah, you'll get comments and interaction, but you can actually ask for engagement on a Facebook Live. If you're saying something really interesting and somebody resonates with that, then they'll engage with you. So you can actually far increase your engagement on your page by doing Facebook Lives. The other thing is about building the relationships, like I was saying before. You can't build a relationship by just posts on a page. People can't get to know you authentically and genuinely unless they're hearing you and seeing you live on screen. So if you are not doing Facebook Lives, you are hurting the growth of your business. If you are scared of doing Facebook Lives, I encourage you to just let the walls down, take the pressure off, because nobody walking this planet, on this world, is perfect, and people actually relate to people that stuff up. I said this on a Facebook Live last week. People actually resonate more with your mess than your success. So if you stumble your words, if you are honest and say, look, I'm only starting to do Facebook Live, so if I stuff up, I'm sorry. People appreciate that honesty. At least you're not getting on the live like a robot, delivering a whole lot of content which has got no energy and enthusiasm and personality behind it because you're too busy trying to be perfect than just be you. So please remember, people actually connect better when you are more you, more genuine. When I took the pressure off myself and it's just like, this is too hard. I'm spending 2 or 3 hours preparing to do a 15-minute Facebook Live. It's just like, no, I can't do that. I've just got to go with the flow. And when I went with the flow a little bit more and started being me a little bit more, then my engagement went up. So it's interesting when you take the pressure off yourself and make it a little bit easier, how much more success you can have with it. But honestly, the only way you're really going to get better at it is to practice it. So practice makes perfect, and you're never going to be perfect in the beginning. If you're perfect in the beginning, something's not quite right there. Practice makes perfect, and it'll get easier, and you'll jump on and you'll flow, and it'll be awesome. So basically, feel the fear and do it anyway. Couple of days ago, I spoke about the quicker we can accept in life that we just need to push ourselves to do the things we don't want to do, because we don't stand here and go, I don't want to do that, and often just then go and do it. We have to push ourselves. So the Facebook Lives is no different. Just push yourself to do it. Do it regularly. Don't turn up live once and then disappear for 3 weeks and then do another live and wonder why no one's engaging with you or why no one's watching your views. People need to know that you're going to show up consistently and deliver, good value. And it is all about value. It's what you say as much as showing up. You're not going for the sale. You're not going hard in on what you've got to sell people. That's not how you build relationships. You bring value to people first and you build relationships with people. Then you go for the call to action, whatever, that call to action is. The other thing I want to highlight to you now is that Facebook Lives is free. Setting up a business page is free. Doing Facebook Lives is free. There's still a lot of people that are not doing them. But by the year, statistically, I heard this yesterday, by the year 2019, that is not far away, most content on social media will be absorbed by video. So get on it now, before every other Tom, Dick and Harry starts to do it and you just become, one of those voices that's being missed because everybody's saying the same thing you are. I keep saying this over and over again to people on social media. Build your business page now. Start doing Facebook Lives now. Get yourself engagement, fans and followers before Facebook starts really cranking down. I spoke about this yesterday, really cranking down on spam posts, spam pages. People still pushing stuff out on their personal Facebook page. They're going to get banned from Facebook. Then they're going to go, I should start a business page. And so they start that and, oh, I should probably be doing Facebook Live. And so in a few years' time, everybody's going to be on video. It's just going to be the norm. Everybody's going to have a business page. It's just going to be run of the mill. When things are run of the mill, people don't notice. So if you want to build a really valuable, viable business on social media now, get cracking, build the right type of page, learn the skills you need to learn, and go live over and over and over again. The more consistent you can be with that, if you can find, not on a personal Facebook page because then it seems too scripted, but on a business page, if you can go live at a similar time on the certain days of the week, every week, then people will get to know when to show up because you're showing up. So, it's all about that consistency. So, Patricia, feel the fear and do it anyway. Absolutely. So I spoke to a student. I was mentoring a student a couple of days ago, and he said to me, so he's in a 12-month program, and he's 8 months into that program, learning how to build a business online. So he's 8 months in, and he said to me, I'm still not ready to do Facebook Lives. And I just turned around and said to him, you will never be ready to do Facebook Lives. We never actually wake up one day and go, yep, ready now, all good to go now. We always have fear of the camera. We most have some kind of self-doubt and lack of self-belief on camera, particularly doing Facebook Lives. Am I saying the right thing? Am I giving good value? Am I going to look like an idiot? Who's going to listen to me? What if they catch my Facebook Live? What are they going to think? All that kind of stuff. It's all attached to ego. We need to let that go because you're making that all about you. It's not about you when you do Facebook Lives. It's about what value you can bring to other people. When you bring value to other people and you become valuable in the marketplace, the money will come. Your business will grow. Harley's snoring. No, he's going to stop now. Oh, you can hear Harley snoring. There's a first. We've gone from chewing me and hurting me to snoring, but that's a good thing. So I've talked enough about, do you need to do Facebook Lives? Honestly, as I said in the beginning, you don't need to do anything. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. No one's wrestling you to the ground and say, you must do Facebook Lives. You don't have to do anything. But I would encourage you to push yourself to do something that you are not comfortable with because of the benefits of doing that. Organic reach, engagement, building relationships, getting people to know, like, and trust you. When people know, like, and trust you, they will buy your stuff. They will go into business with you. And there's things that you may not even realize that down the track, if you stick with social media and you learn to do a bit of Facebook advertising, you can create custom audiences from everybody that's viewed your videos and retarget those people with, an offer or something, an offer to help those people. So you're turning the cold audience into the warm audience. So people that were cold to you originally on social media are now learning to love you. You can only achieve that through video and through Facebook Lives. So if you haven't pushed the live button yet, it's time to do it. I would love somebody to jump on, one of these videos in the next few days that I'm talking about lives and saying, Helen, you inspired me to push the live button and I did it. So there's a challenge to those of you that are watching these videos. Somebody that hasn't done a Facebook Live before, just go and do it. Even if you're starting on a personal Facebook page and you're just outdoors, it's a beautiful day, just go live and go, hi, I'm just testing out, Facebook Live. It's a beautiful day. I just wanted to share it with you. Bless you all. Hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Like, who cares what it is? You'll get views because people are intrigued on video on personal Facebook pages, but just do it. It's not as hard as you think. And look, at the end of the day, is it going to kill you? No, it won't. It's not the hardest, and it's not as actually hard as you think when you actually go through with it. And keep in mind, if it's really, really bad for some reason, you went live and you freaked out and you just jumbled all your words, just remember 2 buttons. One says post, one says delete. You've got a safety net. It's not the end of the world. Leslie, you did inspire me. That's why I've been doing mine and now do them twice a week. Good for you, Leslie. And, unbeknownst to you, because all we see is the ego stuff. I'm not getting enough views. I'm not getting enough engagement. There's always people watching, and the more you show up and the more value you give to people, they'll show up with you. So yes, it does take time, but over time you will build relationships with people that you didn't even know existed. They've come across you on the big wide world of the internet, and now you're talking to them, engaging with them, building a relationship, and they're probably buying something off you. Catherine, it's actually easier at the beginning, I reckon, because no one's watching, so there's no pressure. And that's actually a really good comment, Kath, because when you go live, it tells you how many people are on live with you. So if there's no number there and no one's watching, then it's actually awesome for you to practice going live. So I do, take on board your comment, Kath, in that there's almost a little bit of a safety net if no one's actually jumping on with you live, because it gives you the opportunity to practice, because you'll only get better with practice. So some people interpret what you just said there, Kath, no one's watching, so why bother? No. While no one's watching, that's your time to practice. That's your time to get in flow. That's your time to work out, how to structure it, how to ask for engagement, even when no one's there. If no one's there, who cares anyway? But, practice asking for engagement. So when people are there, then, you're pretty good at it. Sorry, guys, an alert there. Does that make sense? Yes, exactly. Yeah, cool. Thanks for your comment, Catherine. That was a good thing to bring up. So, Facebook Lives, you got to do them if you want your business to grow. Don't get caught up in the ego piece of, what you look like and everything's got to be perfect. I said the other day, people get caught up with the fact, like, I've got a beautiful view behind me, yes. And people say to me, well, I don't have anything like inspiring to sort of stand next to. It's not about the view. Yeah, it's interesting. But if I just stood here and talked crap to you, the view makes no business. You're not going to continue to show up if I don't give you value and teach you valuable things. So there are many gurus that just stand against a white wall. And it's because it's not about that. It's not about your setting. People get wrapped up on where they're going to stand and all the rest of it. I mean, you need to see the person's face and you need to have reasonable sound. But other than that, don't get too caught up in, I haven't done Facebook Lives because I haven't set up my studio yet. What? Go outside. Or just stand against a wall. It doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in the little things that are all attached to ego. That's all stuff attached to ego. I've got to have all that's right. It's just delaying you, moving forward. Leslie, even though no one watches me, I still get people who view them later. Facebook Lives are mainly done for the replays, honestly. Not many people out of your fans and followers will catch you live, but heaps of people, We'll catch the replay. So Facebook Lives are not really done for the live viewer. They're done for everybody that catches the replay. So I'll get very few people with me on live, but it could go into, was it yesterday's video I think has already had over 500 views. Now I certainly didn't have 500 people live with me. Different time zones, different locations, all of that kind of stuff. Just show up and do them anyway. So tomorrow I'm going to move on to just some tips and strategies to help you actually get this thing done. Put a bit of structure to it to hopefully make it easier for you. So those of you that have stayed on with me this long, thank you. I really appreciate you being here and all your comments and interaction. Harley is now peacefully asleep on my shoulder. There we go. Say goodbye, Harley, to everyone, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you. See ya.